South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, I know we normally talk foreign policy, but when it comes to domestic policy, did you know there was a method to the madness, or did you think it was just incompetence?
Oh, no, you can't be that incompetent. I don't think anybody can be that incompetent. They had an open borders policy for a reason. The reasons you gave make some sense to me. But here's what happened politically. During the 4 years of Biden, people fled the Democratic Party and joined the Republican Party, I think mainly because of this. You know, border policy is national security. If you can't have sovereignty over your country and control your borders, you're really not safe. So all these people have been let in, I think, probably for a purpose, to affect outcomes down the road. But we're going to change it. We're going to deport people, and I'm hoping the census will not include illegal immigrants, because that's not fair to the country writ large. But how they handled immigration is one of the main reasons Trump won and the Republican Party's in control of everything.
Senator, we've talked about reforming the immigration system forever, but the border's never been sealed, so it was a non-starter.
Yeah.
Now that it is, can we reward people doing it the right way? These green card holders waiting for 10 years for an opportunity, for the H-1B visas doing it the right way, for the people just waiting online? Is there a sentiment for that?
Yeah, I think, President Trump has shut down the border. We still haven't deported people that are here by the millions, so we got to help ICE round up people and get them out, particularly the criminals and the gangs. But there'll come a time for legal immigration reform. My goal is to make sure no American worker ever loses a job to a foreign worker. But when a company cannot find American workers, let's bring in people from the outside on a win-win. They have to learn our language, they have to obey our laws. If they broke the law, they have to pay a fine. I'm hoping we get around to that, but we still have a lot to do on the illegal immigration side before we get there.
Right. I asked the president about this because farmers who voted for him say, hey, I'm going to lose all my workforce, 70% of my workforce. So here's what he said about that.
I am working on a plan that I think is going to make everybody very happy. We have to take care of our farmers. We love our farmers. But we also have to take care of people that want total security and safety in our country. We're going to take care of both.
Do you think within 3 months you'll have an answer to the hospitality workers, meat packers, and farmers? Because I think they make up. So within 3 months?
Yep.
Okay.
I think people are going to be happy.
So maybe he's looking to do something, but we know there's a part of the Republican base, they just want everybody out. And I just don't think that's practical. Maybe Democrats will buy in. So I think you also noticed something else. You do have a legal background. The president got another big win this week. They tried to destroy his company, carve it up and sell it off when he was still trying to become president. And they charged him $500 million in fines, even though there was not a bank complaining. It was all about Letitia James. Your thoughts about this victory and the message to those who want to do lawfare?
Well, number one, you can, if Trump's a defendant in New York, he'll be found guilty of anything, and they'll take everything he has because it's such a biased jurisdiction. So the New York Court of Appeals, I think, righted a wrong. These punitive damages were ridiculous. The entire charge was ridiculous. They manufactured a law just to get Trump. And, if you're looking for lawfare, start looking in New York. That's a good example of it. But I'm glad we got a good outcome there. That was a ridiculous case, and the Trump family's gone through hell, and guys, just hang in there. You're doing a great job for the country.
So let's talk about Ukraine. You, like Melania Trump and others, was horrified that the Russians, realizing they were a dying society, thought they would kidnap Ukraine's next generation. And it's between 20 and 30,000, just horrific situations. They went to boarding schools and orphanages and homes and took the kids. What do you say we could do to change this, to get them back?
Make Russia a state sponsor of terrorism under U.S. law, like Iran and like Cuba, that are just a handful of countries that have that distinction. So if they don't return these children to their families in Ukraine, I have a bill that would make Russia a state sponsor of terrorism. I want to compliment the First Lady for bringing attention to the children, not just in Ukraine, but Russia. But she's been a great voice on this. She lived in the former Soviet Union. She knows what Putin's up to. So, Mr. President, if you're looking for leverage to go after Putin, the Congress is ready to help you. We have a bill to make Russia a state sponsor of terrorism, which would make their economy radioactive if they don't return the children. I have a bill with 85 co-sponsors to allow you to put tariffs on countries that buy Russian oil and gas. We're here to help you if you need us.
All right, real quick, lastly, on the president and their sudden change of heart with the Russia now says no international troops for Ukraine security.
Yeah.
Your real quick reaction?
Yeah, you don't let the country invaded another country twice set the terms and conditions to prevent the third invasion. Do what you have to secure Ukraine, get security agreements, and if Putin doesn't play ball, crush his economy, tariffs on those who buy his oil, make sure he returns these kids, crush him.
And you got Democrats and Republicans who feel the same way. Republican support for Ukraine's up 9 points since President Trump took over. Senator Lindsey Graham, always great to see you. Thanks so much.